Hey, good morning. Once again, this is Daystar Skill Acquisition Program, Dsap, broadcasting from Lagos, Nigeria. I am glad to welcome you to the last week of class activities. Can you imagine how time flies? I welcome you all today for wherever you are connecting from globally. You are welcome. It's my great pleasure and honor to take us on a stage today. One of the critical skills that we consider in our business management skills training is your ability to develop marketing skills. Okay, so today we'll be considering the basic skill, the basic business marketing skills. okay, how best to develop your marketing strategy. Join me as I jump in immediately. Welcome. It's a great season. It's a great season to be here. This morning, we will actually be looking on at the basic business marketing. Basic business marketing. You know, while I connect to my screen, I will and join us that we will have a great time today. If your goods must be sold, if your goods and resources that you produce do not stay with you, if you don't become the core of your product, it simply means that you will need to learn how to market. There will be no sales without marketing. There will be no sales without marketing. And you will remember on the first day of our business management skills training, I told us that one of the greatest skills you can learn is that of marketing. If you can learn marketing and you're good at it, you'll be successful in life. If you can sell anything, you will never lack money. So, but some of us, thank God, gratefully, we have come to learn skills. But those skills will become useless if you do not practice them. And when you practice them and produce some things, it's very important that you multiply them for money. They said basically, one of the honest truth, one of the greatest facts about business, about entrepreneurship, is to maximize profit. Whether we believe it with our religious eyes or not, that is the truth. That is the truth. Okay, so we just dive into this morning's session, basic business marketing. What is it all about? Basic business marketing actually, just refers to all the activities a company or a person does to promote, to promote and sell product and services to consumers who are your customers. There are activities that you must engage in to get your product sold to the eventual end users. Those activities are called marketing. From the basic you speaking to somebody, campaigning to somebody, you saying the features of your product, to several things. But today we'll be looking at some of those basic things, that we need to understand in this aspect of marketing. Today we'll be looking at the marketing mix. I'm sure you can see the gentleman there trying to mix some ingredients, maybe to be able to produce either a cake or a loaf of bread or loaf of bread. So you find the man is mixing several ingredients. Inside there, we can see flour. We might not see them, but we know inside that container he must have had things like flour. He must have had things like egg, things like sugar, and a whole lot more. He mixes them to come up with what you and I will eventually, after they've been baked in the oven, eat as cake or as bread. What that man is doing is typical of marketing mix. Okay, what is marketing mix? It's very critical. For you to understand the marketing of your product, for you to be successful at marketing and selling of your product, you must understand marketing mix. What is it after all? Marketing mix is all about, or is made up of 4 unique interdependent variables. There are 4 ingredients that make up marketing mix. There are 4 independent variables or 4 independent ingredients that make up this. Okay, we also understand that these independent variables, for you to be successful in marketing, you must learn how to mix them properly. together in a unique proportion. Just like in recipe, in your recipes for bread making or for cake making, there must be a quantity of sugar you will mix with a quantity of flour, with a quantity of egg, with a quantity of butter or margarine or any other thing you need to put in them, even including some flavors. You must mix them. The way you mix them, the way they are mixed, the proportion of each will have an overall impact in what comes out. So the same with marketing mix, the proportion of these 4 key ingredients, the proportion to which they are brought into that mixture will affect your marketing effort. So what are these 4 ingredients? We simply call them the 4 P's. I'm sure if you check some, if you search your Google or you also a student of economics, they might begin to argue there are 5, there are 7, there are 14. I can tell you they are basically 4. Each of these ones can be expanded more, but for these basic studies, let's just focus on the 4. Okay, what are these? Are 4 P's. The first is product, the second is price, the third is place, and the fourth is promotion. And then I will ask you, what do you think? What do you think about these 4 ingredients? How would they affect the way our businesses are sold? The first item there we need to understand is the product. What is your product? Basically, we all understand that a product is either tangible goods or intangible service that fulfill the need or want of customers. All right. In other way, we see product as customer solutions. Customer solutions, those things you produce, the cake you produce, the clothing you produce, the makeup you have for somebody going for a function, okay, the fruit juice you make, and on the smoothies and the rest of them, they are product. But then when you come to the intangible, like you designing a website, you having some graphic designs or interior designs, these are intangible, they are services. So any of those ones you have learned is either a skill, a product, or a service. All right. So when we say product, what do we mean? Is it just that thing you have come to learn? It is that, but not only that. So when you talk about the product, you're talking, you must recognize that product have varieties. Okay, for you to capture the market, it's very important. You must understand the varieties the market needs. You must basically understand your market very well. You know your customers. So when the more variety you have, the higher chances of you having greater sales. Okay, so also the product refers to the quality. The quality is one of the reasons why your product will be bought more in one location and less in the other. Take for instance, let's say you have 2 marketing segments. One is the highbrow end of your city, or the suburb, or the low end of your business, of your market. All right. So the next truth there is that you must be able to understand what quality they desire, because most of the time quality goes with cost. Okay, so if you don't get the quality right, you might not make enough sales in that market. Or you can get the quality very high and the price or it become very expensive for the people. So you need to understand the quality. You must balance quality, okay, with variety. The next thing, it's not just all about design. It's all about design. How are those products designed? Are they designed to see if your product is for the older generation? It will have a particular look if you want to capture them. If it is for the younger generation, the design of your product is very important. The next are the features. What are the inherent things? See, if take for instance, you're making cake or bread, the younger generation will be more interested in something that is so sweetened. But if you're selling to the older generation who are more health conscious, your feature must change. Okay, Sometimes one of the things that affect your product for some organizations already established is brand name. Well, let's not dwell so much on that since we take all of us here as new entrants into this business. We are just like, we're just called startups. The next is packaging. How your product is packaged will affect how the customers will perceive it and will affect the way the customers will purchase it. And finally, how about the service? Your after sales service. You know, some places you go buy things and that's the end of your relationship with them until you return again. But there are people, after you just finish buying things from them, they follow you, they ask for your phone number, you know, they'll call you and to check up on you, how you enjoy the product you bought, how, in case if you have any challenge in using them, how they can be of help and stuff like that. You know, it's very likely that when people take care of you like that, you will likely return to them. That's why your product is not just all about the product. It's also about the variety, it's about the quality, it's about the design, it's about the feature, it's about the packaging, and then about the after sales service. The second item there we saw on our 4Ps is price. What is called price? Price is actually the amount the end user is expected to pay for a product. How a product is priced will directly affect how it sells. You know, I told us at the beginning, there are in highbrow areas, if your product comes out cheap, it might appear to them as inferior, as being of inferior quality, because to them, they know that quality goes along with price. So you must be very careful how your pricing is done. So when you have done your product, the ingredient of your product, you're now bringing the ingredient of your price. This product I have produced, how much will I sell them? How much you sell them also, like I said, depends on the customer you're selling to. There are people in the highbrow area may care less about the price, and as long as the quality is right. And people in the suburb, the low density area called the mass market, they are price sensitive. To them, quantity is what they look out for more than quality. So they are sensitive to increase in price, at least upward increase in price. They will celebrate it when you bring the prices down. Okay, so it's very important that when you are now considering how to price your product, it's not just talking about what is called list price or the shelf price, you know, that price tag you see when you walk into a supermarket. You know, you see that this cake is for, say, 5,000 naira, 8-inch cake for about 5,000 naira. I'm just making an illustration. Just for example, it's 5,000 naira or $500, if you might choose to call it that way. All right. But we say price is not just that tag. There are other selling things that make your price acceptable in the market. Other sub-ingredients like discount. You might say, for instance, my product, my 8-inch cake sells for 5,000 naira each. But if you buy 2, I will sell the price, I will give you 10% discount on the 2 you bought. That means instead of you paying 10,000 naira or $1,000, you will be expected to take 10%. What's 10% of 5,000 naira? Is 500 naira. What's the 10% of $500? Is $50. So you find out that instead of paying 10,000 naira or $1,000, you will be made to pay 9,000 naira or $900 as your currency may be. But I want to focus on the currency of the country from where we're transmitting, which is Nigeria. So if your cake is 5,000 naira, they can give you a discount. So discount impacts on the price. So your price is not just your price. Your discount is part of your price. But it's also very important to know how to use the discount. So you remember, I've told you, things that bring down the price in the wrong environment will bring down your sales. The higher the price, in some environment, in the top end of your market segment or the highbrow areas, the higher your product is viewed as having higher quality. The lower the price, the more it is conceived as being of inferior quality. So discount must be appropriately applied. The next is credit terms. You might ask that, okay, if you buy 10 of my cake, I can allow you to pay for 5 now and pay for the balance 5 in a week's time. That is giving your credit terms. Is it part of the price? Is it part of the pricing aspect of your product? And then, of course, that credit term you have given, okay, that you pay next time, paying in 1 week's time is credit. That means the 5 is paying for now are for cash. The 5 is not paid are on credit. And then allowing him 1 week or 2 weeks or 1 month period to pay. It's the payment period that is allowed. All of this one impact your price. They impact your pricing. So you might find some customers who will rather, particularly those who retail your product, might come to buy from you because of credit terms. Okay, either in discount or either discount, credit terms, or even a period will just be enough for them to patronize you the more. The third ingredient is place. Okay, place just talks about the location or the distribution method of making products and services available to the consumers. Every product is sold at a place. But you and I know, even before now, but it's been more since after COVID-19, that location, the place of many businesses have changed. You find more locations now being virtual than being physical. More of our marketing places have moved online. So you must be sensitive to your online market. Your place must be online. In fact, it is said now that there is a shift. Before COVID-19, the physical stores were the main markets, where the online stores were the support markets. But since after COVID, there have been a reversal. Okay, the physical markets or locations have become the supporting market, while the online have become the main market. People buy things across the markets. I mean, I can't forget last diet when we ran online. It was actually during the COVID in June. The students wanted to buy some gift items for their facilitators and their PMAs. You know, they imported the goods right from China. They imported those goods right from China. And those goods arrived and were distributed to the faculty members. They did not have to leave their location. Meanwhile, they are all scattered in various locations. Those products were supplied. When the import arrived, they were cleared and they were shipped. You know, they were cargoed to us, where we were able to receive them and then distribute for the faculty members that they are the beneficiaries. Okay, for the beneficiaries, they were now invited to come and pick up theirs. So market has changed. Marketplaces have changed. If you are in business, you must recognize that. Otherwise, you'll be wondering why there are less patronage than before. People now save, and like in my own nation, price of petroleum products is on a regular hike these days. In fact, people no longer find it necessary to travel in traffic, travel long distances just to go buy. They will window shop online and place their orders and pay online. So your marketplace has moved online. So if you are in business and you do not yet have a place online, your business is only temporary. It will soon fizzle out. I can tell you also that you are most likely dealing with less than 1/3 or less than 10%. Okay, less than 10%. Much more less than 30%, less than 10% of your true clientele base. So I am therefore encouraging us. You must move your business online. Okay, so we see this place talks about location. All right, these locations as well, I've just mentioned them. Is it virtual or is it physical? The next is channels. We know that now it's online, but where are your customers? There are channels online you must recognize if you cannot be in all of them. It's not necessary to be in all of them if your customers are not usually found on all of them. If your customers are, like they believe, are the older generation, you will likely find them more on Facebook than you find them on Instagram or on Twitter. Okay, but either way, you must find out where your customers are and be on their face in that place. Be there. Let your shop be there. If your customers are younger generation, or even some older generation now, many of the people of all ages are showing up now on Instagram because Instagram gives the highest advantage of pictures and videos. Okay, so now you can find a lot of people there. Make sure you open an Instagram account. Open an Instagram account. You can find time and visit my own Instagram account and follow me there. My Instagram handle is at the THE Paul PAUL then Wolisa NWOLISA. The Paul Wolisa is my Instagram handle. You join me immediately after this meeting, and you go and see things that I have posted a long time. The beauty about online is that things that go to that appear online don't go away unless they are brought down. So you can find out things that might be out of stock that you never knew existed, and then you can place orders and get them if you're the one buying. All right? Your old stock that have been in your shop that many people have no longer been buying, you can upload them on your channel. Okay? Open Instagram account, open Facebook business account. Even people are selling a lot these days on WhatsApp. Okay, create WhatsApp, share your messages. Okay, do your marketing on even your groups on WhatsApp and Telegrams. The next is logistic. You find out that most people that sell more online are those that have ready arrangement with logistic companies if they are not into it. You don't need to be into logistic company, okay, to sell it, but it is good that your product sales are tied to a logistic arrangement, a delivery system. Find out, make it easier for customers to be able to buy from you and get the product delivered to them. So price to a customer is not just price, it is the cost to them. So it is them being able to know that if I am paying, take for instance, 5,000 naira for an 8-inch cake, and I am paying extra 1,000 naira to have it delivered to my house. So my cost, even though your price is 5,000 naira, my cost as a buyer, as a purchaser, as your customer is 6,000 naira. It will help me to make decision. Okay, if driving to your shop will actually cost me like 3,000 naira fuel, I will believe that I've saved 2,000 naira. Why will I not buy from you? I will spend that time also that I would have used being in traffic to do other meaningful business, engage in other meaningful business activities. So that is that. The next, it's out, okay, that logistic and transportation, they all go together, okay? The channel of making sure that the product reaches the customer safe and timely. That's the third item. Remember, the first is what? The first P, can you just tell me? The first P is what? Product. The second P is what? Price. The third P is place. And then the fourth one is called promotions. This is one of the things we know more as marketing. These are the activities that we engage in to communicate the product features. You know, all those your advertisement, all those mouth-to-mouth business sales you do with people, you know, all those, you know, promotions. Those buy one, buy two, and get one free. They are all the things that enable your product to be sold properly. It is believed that what customers look for when it comes to your promotion, it's the excitement of seeing your product. Some of them, you know, there are people I always tell students here when we have our physical classes, the same thing I'm telling to those of us that are doing online. When you are beginning to try now, as I'm aware some of us are baking cake, don't bake your cake and keep them. No, share them with people. As your cake begin to improve, share them with people. Don't say, I use money to buy those products, I must eat it. Fine, you eat it. When you now produce the one for sale, you will also eat that one. So as you begin to practice, as you begin to experiment, share your cake with people. Okay, you are a website designer, design free for people. Design free for one person, and let that person become your raving fan that will introduce you to others if your work is good. All right, so when it comes to promotion, I say try. I mean, Jesus is one expert salesman who uses a lot of promotion. Jesus came to tell us about the kingdom of God, but he gave promotion like healings, okay, like deliverance, setting people, setting captives free. Those are promotions. Those are promotion, demonstration of power of the kingdom. Okay, so I mean, it's also believed that advertisement is very important. You might have the best product, unless people know that you exist, they might never know that they needed your product. They said selling, producing and not marketing is like a man winking at a lady in the dark. Okay, if you wink at a lady in the dark, the lady will not see you. The lady will not know you're doing just anything. So it's very, very important. You must find out, you must let people find out that you exist. People give you opportunity to know how good your products are. So for your products to be sold, for it to be purchased and you make profit, we said you must understand these basic marketing principles, okay? Basic business principles of marketing. And we have told us as we study that there are 4 critical ingredients you must learn to mix well. Okay, when you mix the first one, we said is what? Is product. You must learn how to mix your product. What are the totality of your product? It's not just it's not just that your cake, how you package it, the features you have in them. Okay, the next we say is price, not just the price. Okay, it's not just your list price, not just that tag price. Other things, other venison you add to them, just like discounts, okay, and credit and stuff like that, make up your price. The third, we said it's a place. The place has to be where you can find your customers. These days, we say, if you are not online, you are indeed offline in business. All right, so you must be online. You must be online for customers to see you. And then finally, the fourth is promotion. You must let people taste some of your product before they buy. Find a way, okay? Find a way to do public relations. Package your product and distribute to areas you think your customers exist. Let them have a taste, a free taste of your product. Okay, small portion. They usually after that they will begin to place orders. So you find that if you're able to do these 3 things very well, it is very likely your product will sell well. Thank you very much. If you have more questions to ask, please leave your questions behind. We will get to them and share with you on the platform. Whoa. I hope we had exciting time this morning. I hope you're blessed. I hope you're blessed. Okay. We need to consider a couple of things very, very quickly before we move into our classes. Please make sure you do not go. Please make sure you do not go until you pay attention to the following announcements. This is the last week of our class work. this is the last week of our classwork, so it's a very critical week. You find out now, if you check your platforms, if you check your classes going forward, you would have noticed that your number have reduced drastically. Why is that? Because those of them who didn't come to learn, we're already sending them away, we're already sending them home. Those who will not attend classes, those who pretend to be in the office and turn on their pretend to be in classes, meanwhile they're at work, or some of them are even attending seminars, or while some are in school, you know. So we said earlier on that this program is not a video cast, so it's important that we take note of that. So it's important. It's also very critical. Listen to the following announcement, please. It's very critical to the success of our graduation. The upper week, next week, Friday, will be your graduation. And for us to succeed, a lot of activities happen this week to early next week. A lot of things are expected to happen, and we are sensitive to our time deadlines. Okay, so please, we want to pay attention to our deadlines. Any one of you who has not submitted your last week assignment, I guess you might be running very late, because like I told us at the beginning, each of your weekly or your modular assignment are expected to lead you to the end of it, usually your capstone project. That is what you showcase as you haven't gone through this exercise or this training. So please make sure that your assignments are submitted. If you've not done that, I'm sure if you're owing the first week, you're already out of school, they would have removed you by now. You can't be hearing me now. Okay, you might be hearing me if you have because your channel is there, but I can assure you, you won't be in the class today if you've not submitted your first week assignment by Saturday 4 p.m. All right. So those of you for last week, I'm sure if you have not submitted, maybe I'll give you a grace period of today, 4 p.m. today. If you have not submitted your last week assignment, we'll also kiss you goodbye. All right. So please make sure. We want you to graduate. We want all of you to graduate, but we all equally know that not all of you will be willing to graduate. So those who are not willing, we will help you, okay, to exit as quickly as possible. Secondly, I mentioned to us last week that something that we treat as equally important as our attendance to classes, it's giving us your personal and candid, your fair feedback of the evaluation of our programs. So from today on all your platforms, you'll be having the link. Please note, there are two types of assignments, evaluation feedback you will give us. One is called general, okay, while the other one is your faculty. The general ones, you'll be telling us, we'll be asking you questions about your opinion concerning how we are fared. Okay, like this program, this management skill is not part of your classwork. Okay, about general appearance and time management of our programs, you know, how we have conducted as a school so far. We want you to give us a candid opinion, okay, of how you feel. Be free. It's, you know, we've been talking about you, we've been evaluating you. This is an opportunity we'll give you now to evaluate us. Please evaluate how we have done. Be honest, be sincere, and be fair. Be frank, okay? Where we are doing well, tell us. Sometimes tell us why you think we're doing well, so that we will know how to better what we are currently doing beyond what we know. Okay, so please, the link will be shared. The second link, the second feedback I said is going to be on your faculty. You'll be evaluating your your class facilitators, and your progress monitoring associates, your PMAs. You'll be evaluating where we have criteria that we also use to know how each and every one of them have performed. So please also give us your candid but frank opinion, fair opinion of how you think they have done, they have related with you so far. Okay. The third thing I need to announce earlier is we will be demanding by Wednesday, which is the last day, we'll be talking more about your projects, about your project videos and pictures. Okay. People like those in fashion design. Okay. We usually, the clothes you sew, you're supposed to wear them. Okay. And do do a video showing you taking a walk. Okay, we usually call it a fashion runway. All our fashion related skills, we are expected to wear what they have produced and take some cut. You know how runways are, okay? In fashion shows, you wear it and catwalk. All right, be proud of what you have done, and somebody will cover you with videos. Those videos are some of the things we showcase them on the assembly, on the graduation ceremony. We showcase all the skills. Okay, your facilitators will be talking to you more about that, but we usually announce that please make sure that your videos are not more than 1 minute, more than 59 seconds. Okay, make sure that they are clear. Make sure that for other skills, it's usually images that we use. Okay, like your cake. Those of you who are in cake making, those of you who are in handmade leather bags, those of you who are in event decorations, and like all of you, I mean, interior design, every one of you, it is your image of your product, your final work that will be seen. All right, so please make sure that somebody helps you to capture it very well. Capture them very well, because we'll be showcasing them to the world. We'll be showcasing them that this is something that you have produced. So it's important that it comes out clear. Some of the images and some of the videos are dropped. They are not showcased because once they are short of outstanding quality, we drop them. We'll be talking to you more on that in the next 2 days. We are also hoping that if those in video editing will act well and submit their project well, we will be able to have the services of our faculty members in video editing. If we do that, then we'll be able to produce your photo montage. Photo montage, it's simply where we have the pictures of everyone, the picture of everyone in this diet, skill by skill, okay, or just mix like that. It could be arranged alphabetically. Okay, so there are many of you who have not seen the faces of your classmates because this program is online. Okay, I'm sure many of you have not seen the face of your vice president. Many of you have not seen. I thought I was trying to bring them up today. I don't know what happened. Some of them did not accept the call to the platform because it's also very important. But your photo montage will make sure that your picture appears. You know, in our climb these days, knowing your classmates is becoming something very serious. They will say, who are your classmates? So now you'll be able to know who your classmates are. You'll be able to point yourself to the picture, you know, your graduating photo album. So your photo montage is actually like your set electronic photo album. Everyone who graduates will have the photos displayed in what is called photo montage. It's done and it plays like a video, all right? Everyone, your face will show. So please, when you do that, make sure that you do the best of it. We'll also be advising you on the best way to take it because I know it's important that you pay attention. If they ask you to do a portrait and you do, what's the other one? Portrait is the one that is narrow, up, down. If you do the one that is like sideways, you will have an issue. They will have an issue putting your picture in the site. So please pay attention to some of this information that will be coming. All right. If you don't want your face to be known, it's okay. To be seen, it's okay. You might not bother sending your pictures to us. Finally, we also will require you to prepare your testimonial. What is your experience like? There are two types of testimonials we allow. We allow text. That means you write like a short note. Others are videos. You can do also like a 59 seconds video telling us about your experience, about this program. What do you think about this program? Okay, these testimonials are usually published on the platforms, on Dsap Christian Center, various e-platforms, okay, social media platforms, so that those who have been hesitating, those of your students who joined, who felt they were too busy or nothing, will feel, it will pepper them more, and then they will get ready to come and be serious with class next diet. So please, we ask you to come at your best, write the best, let somebody help you read it through. Make sure, because we cannot correct what you have written. Okay, we don't edit what students have put. So if your own is such that we not communicate what, maybe you jumped a few words, our church social media team might not take them up. Usually, we showcase the course project of every skill, and usually the best 20 that we showcase, the best 20 we showcase. So make sure that your product come out the best. Make sure that at least you're in the best in the first 20 in your class. So it's very important that we take note of that. I've talked to us about our assignments and our project. When your project does not come on time, you will not graduate. You see, like many of you who were playing with assignment, we don't have luxury of time. Okay, why are we saying that? Your facilitators have a deadline by which they must submit the list of the graduating students. They're expected to have marked all your assignments. They are documenting them. They will mark the project and sum them up, and the total of what you have, which will now be placed side by side with our benchmark. Okay, we have our graduating score. So those who meet the scores will be listed as be presented as ready to graduate. And it takes a lot of process. Okay, we prepare a platform. We issue certificates. You receive your certificates online. We prepare them. Certificates are prepared with your specific details. All right, so it's very important that in your class, please make sure, check your name clearly. Check your name clearly. Make sure that your name, there is no, as it appears on your register, is exactly your name. If a letter, an alphabet is missing and you keep quiet, that is how it's going to appear in your certificate. All right. So please, I had mentioned also about the feedback and evaluation. Every one of you who will be graduating must give us a feedback. When the graduating number is less than the number that evaluated, we will hold you who will not do it, will be holding your class hostage. It is not us. Please also note that when you are filling your own evaluation, you must use your tag number. Your tag number is actually like your matric number. Okay, we do not give tag numbers until this time. You can imagine if I've given tag numbers to many of those who have left. Okay, many of you who are here now, it's very likely you'll be graduating if you're serious minded. You can't come this far and fall away by the side. Okay, so pay the price that is required. Pay the price that is required. All right. Thank you so very much. Okay, I understood that they've announced that your color is the touch of green. Mr. Folakeme do have new announcements. besides this one that I've just made?
Good morning, sir. No other announcement, sir.
Okay, so like any new information too that they need? Salida, are you here? Okay, Salida is not here. Okay, with that, if there are there's any further information, please governors, please make sure you drive this feedback evaluation. The moment they are shared on your platform, please encourage your team members, your classmates to fill it. And we have said, please, on the list that will be published, your number on that list, the serial number on that list, where your name is found, is your tag number. That's actually your registration number. That will be inevitably your student graduation number. So please make sure that you do not throw that number away. That's the same number you will use to give us evaluation. Please be rest assured that your evaluation you're giving us is not for anything short of helping us to improve on this program so that it gets better with the next set of diets that we will do in future. God helping us. It's not, be honest, be fair, be sincere, all right? And nobody is going to put gun on your head, okay? Praise us where we are good, encourage us where we're not doing all that good, and be frank with us where we failed, okay? Because we don't want to fail again. Thank you so very much, everyone. Appreciate your time. God bless you. Okay, PMAs, the classrooms. Okay, I was bringing up the president. I don't know if the set president has any assignment today. She wasn't so much, I don't know, she wasn't accepting to come up stage. Okay, do we have any announcement? I see, okay, Sister Tokes is up now. Your Excellency, do you have anything to say, to tell our people today?
Yeah, good morning, set 36. I'm so excited. This is the last week. I left a voice note with the governors group, and I was just excited about how far we have come through. You know, I was looking at my products. I'm in food art class for those who don't know, and I'm looking at my smoothies, I'm looking at my juices, and I'm looking at how well my tooth, for a lot of people who don't know, I had a tooth extraction. So I had my a crown removed because it has been bothering me. I took pineapple juice. I ate lots of pineapple because it helps the recovery. And I'm just so glad and excited. I'm talking now, you won't believe I've just had 1 week now, and this is me smiling and happy. So I'm just saying that I hope you are getting the benefit of the class. I'm hoping that you're going to finish your assignment. If you are behind, please catch up. There's still time. You can do this. Let's finish, we're champions. Let's finish this. And messages are going through your governors, please. Respond to them. If you have any questions, any queries at any point in time, please reach out to your governors. If not, reach out to me. I will definitely help and guide you. But best wishes for the rest of the week. And I look forward to seeing you in graduation. Thank you, everyone. God bless.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Okay, PMAs, please, the platforms should now be opened. So see you guys in class.